Do you know when you go to the store, maybe a secondhand store or the sales department, and you look through things, and then you see something you like, and then it has a little tag on it that says, as is. And I want to use that little tag for our talk today. Because when you buy something as is, that means that it's not returnable. It is as is, you buy it, that's it. You can't bring it back and say there's a flaw, there's something broken, there's something wrong. And I have had this t-shirt for many, many years. I had a friend who had the t-shirt with these words on it, and I liked it so much that I just made my own. And I love wearing it because you always get comments on it, when people really get it. So I want us all to get it today. What does it mean that you and I are as is, and we cannot be returned? We cannot come back to God and say, okay, I'm flawed. I want to return me. Please take me back. It doesn't work that way. We all have flaws. We all have things that we don't like about ourselves, more or less, some more, some less. We have all things that other people may not like about us, more or less. There is nobody who makes it through this third dimensional lifetime without flaws or aches and pains and lacks and limitations and painful emotions, all these things, all the flaws that we want to get rid of. And it doesn't work. You cannot get rid of it, but you can do a lot of things that are different that actually seem to help soften this part of you that you want to return and you can't return. And it seems that, it's just my thing here in this lifetime that this whole expression and practice of true self-love makes the thing that we want to get rid of soften, change, transform, maybe even dissolve, depending on how you dance with those parts. This whole thing about resisting ourselves, it's big. It's really, really big, and we all do it consciously and unconsciously. The parts of ourselves that we resist are the parts that we want to get rid of or hide or suppress, certainly fix. But it doesn't always work that way. And it is sad because if we could just get rid of it and throw it away, I mentioned last time, I think, that there is no away. There is no place to put it away or get rid of it. Where would you, if you want to put it away, make it go away? I mean, this sounds like a crazy thing to ask, but just think for a moment. Where would it go? Where could you send it or hide it or bury it? Where is away? Where is this place or thing called away that we all talk about? I just want it to go away. Go where? Outside of your experience? Certainly, certainly. But then from there on, where? Would somebody else pick it up? Where would it go? And please take this seriously, as insincere or as silly as it sounds, but just think about it, because it might help the mind just switch a little bit and go like, yeah, I mean, how would that work, right? But what we do all day long, unconsciously for the most part, we just contract around it. so we don't have to feel it. And again, it doesn't work because as long as we contract around it, it's because we are feeling it, but we don't want to feel it. We want it to go away. So by contracting around it, it may go away and out of our awareness of it. I should say our conscious awareness of it. But it is not going away. It is sitting there. And I'm telling you, it is sitting there waiting for you and for me to allow a space for it. To just soften around this no. To be brave and be willing to go in there and find out what it is and what it needs. I can promise you the thing it does not need is for you to want it to go away. What it wants is for you and me, all of us, to come and meet it and get to know it. Find out what it needs. So it is not such a problem for you that you have to contract around it all the time. And just think about how it is to live a life where we constantly contract and reject something. It's like this tension. And think about how many people out there live under stress and tension, anxiety, taking a lot of medication to ease the anxiety, to ease the pain. But maybe it would change automatically if we can find the courage, the willingness, and curiosity. It's a huge, it's such a blessing to be curious about something, because then you go into it with an openness to find out, what is this thing that I don't want to feel? What is this thing that I spend, all my energy on suppressing and holding it in? And then on top of that, we build this personality, another false identity, pretending that we're actually, I'm fine. You may have heard people, no, I'm fine. And you can feel that they're not fine. Because even though it's suppressed, the energy is there. And for people who are sensitive, you may be one of those too, you can feel that. And you know that they're not fine. And there might be a part of you that wants to say, what's really going on? But that, of course, has to be done in a setting where there is a willingness and a wanting that. But for now, can you just maybe admit to yourself without judging yourself that you are also as is? You came with a label as is in your human expression, not in your divine. That does not exist there, but in our human expression, where we have separated ourselves from the perfection of the divine. Out there, the more you accept that you have this label and don't try to hide it. It's like when you go to the store, and you want to hide the as is label and think you can maybe return it later. No, it's like, this is who I am. I cannot be any other way. I can certainly try and change things and better myself and, maybe be more loving to my friends or myself or my family and do this and that. But I still am as is every moment. Just imagine what it would feel like to just accept that about yourself. You can just say, yeah, this is who I am. I have foibles. I'm a klutz. I have a lot of that when I do some of my exercise things. I sometimes feel like a klutz. It's like, yeah, I'm a klutz, and there's things maybe we don't get it, we everybody seems to get it, and I don't get it. So it's like, yeah, I don't get it. Can you please explain it in a way, maybe so I will get it? But there's not hiding the fact that we are not perfect in our humanhood, because we're not. We simply are not. Let's admit it. So why not just own that? If you want to make yourself a t-shirt like this and just have some fun with it. It's like, yeah, this is me as is. So have fun with that today. I hope you can play with that so it's not so serious. Have a wonderful day.